I'm learning how to tell stories right now because I had a ton of momentum during the 50 States Marathon Challenge, and any video that I posted would get 20,000 likes and 500,000 views. So I would get all of this momentum to do the work for me. And so now that the momentum is lost, I have to figure out how to tell a compelling story. And so people don't want to know what you did. They don't want to know everything that happened or how it all happened. They want to know why they should care about how everything happened. So every detail that you include, this happened in this certain way. I, slept in a hostel and I got woken up in the 2 o'clock in the morning. That motivates the story. Every detail pushes the story forward. Viral videos build a following. Good videos with a story, so storytelling videos, build a family. And so then I don't want a viral video that built a following. I want a storytelling video that builds a family, a community, because that's what really matters. If I make all these videos and it gets views, but no one will show up to an in-person event, it doesn't matter. It's useless because I want to change the world. I don't want to change, online, the internet. I'm not trying to innovate the internet. I'm trying to change people, real lives. I'm trying to lead people in the real world. I don't care about the internet, but that is the medium that I'm using to promote the ideas that will help me to lead a people in the future. That's been the goal ever since I started this account. I know that the leadership skills are in here and I just have to unlock them, right? That leadership potential, it's in here. I have to put myself in circumstances to lead a people. And one of the main ways to lead any type of, company or group of people is to cast a vision. And all that a vision is a story of what could be. So then why should I care about this 50 States Marathon Challenge? This is my entire life. At this moment in time, there's nothing else that matters except for posting all 50 of these videos to the best of my ability. And so a detail that I learned today, I told everyone in the video what happened from the marathon, but I didn't really tell the story of why it matters. Why did it matter that the Houston Marathon was the first marathon that I ran in 2024 for the 50 States Marathon Challenge? Well, this is a kid who did not have any purpose in 2023. Felt like he failed me. If you look back at those videos when I had the beard, I grew the beard out for the whole year because that's the only thing I wanted to label with the year with. It's like, okay, well, in 2023, at least this happened, right? Progress, or time had passed, but no progress had been made. I didn't move any closer until I decided in October to start running a mile every day. And then that started something, a little bit of progress, And then I committed to the marathon challenge in November. And then I did the, 1 more mile every day in December. And so slowly I added these things to build up that mountain of confidence to be able to take on the 50 States Marathon Challenge in 2024. And the reason why it's so important, this 50 States Marathon Challenge, is because I was a college dropout failure. I really did believe that. I didn't believe that. I felt that way. I believed in myself and I knew who I was and who I could be. So I didn't believe that I was that, but I felt like I was a college dropout woodworker. And then that's what I talk about in all the podcasts or news appearances or whatever it is. It's like you change the story that you tell yourself about who you are, and that gives you the confidence to take on these incredible life pursuits. And that's all you need. It's just the confidence to get started. But it starts with changing that story that you tell yourself. Well, then this is incredible. I'm actively practicing and honing this skill of storytelling. This is going to help me in the end to write a more compelling story for my own life. Okay, let's say that no one watches any of these videos. At the end of the day, I have a 50-minute recap, 45-minute recap that I can press play on my phone of all of the marathons kind of tied together in a similar storyline, right? Well, that's amazing. If I actually sat down and recorded the audio there and had that on my phone and I could send that to people, it's just a vertical documentary that you can watch on a bus or whatever it is, that's incredible. But then for me, that's a full year of content in one 45-minute, 50-minute, consistent, documentary, I guess, or video story that I can look back on and label that time with something memorable. And then in turn, in the process of creating this recap for the entire year, hone that storytelling skill in my own life and in my own mind so that I become a better vision caster for myself. Because that's all you could ever want for your life, is to live a compelling life. It starts by forecasting a compelling story that you could live. This is what I could do. And then now as well, like, let's say no one watches these videos. Well, I'm getting better at storytelling. I'm learning what details should I include. You only have 45 seconds, 50 seconds. But even then, like, you really only have the first 5 seconds. Okay, so how do I write a compelling hook to get people in, and then right after that, follow it up with a reason why they should watch the entire video without being too obvious that this is like a scripted video? I want it to be told to me like a conversation. There's all these things, you know? Who would have ever thought that tone and conversation and word choice are all parts of storytelling? Everyone just thinks that it's like a sequence of events. No, it's a string of connected events that motivate each other with a purpose. So there's meaning behind every action, and that's a story. And so the story of my life will be to hone that skill, because everything that I do will teach me more about the process of storytelling. And then that's how I'm going to lead that people in the future, that group. I got to go run my mile, and then I got to edit the second recap tonight, finish it tomorrow morning, press post, and then try to do another one tomorrow afternoon, and just keep going as often as I can. But I feel like when I have that motivating force, you know, I did it a lot better today. What I would have done in the past is get all of the footage, put it all in a timeline, and then, you know, edit out all the moments until I get like a minute of footage, and then write a script and record it, and then X, Y, and Z. I think I should start by coming up with a hook, then writing a story with a reason why they should listen to the whole thing, and then go through the footage and just get the best moments. I shouldn't have to care about all the fluff. Put it in a timeline, and whenever I need like an extra 3 seconds or whatever, I can go try to find something else to fill the void. But for a 50-second Instagram reel, you don't really need something that's like 50 seconds to a minute. You don't really have that much time to have filler, is what I'm trying to say. I record 20 to 30 minutes of footage from these marathons, and so there's only a certain amount that you can put in there. There's plenty of good content, 20 to 30 minutes of footage. Let's say that. This is good. It's better that I don't have the results, because now, here's the lesson. This is what I needed to learn. It's a blessing in disguise. If I had 20,000 likes without putting in the effort, like I did when I had all the momentum in the world, well then, how do I know that I'm actually honing these skills? I don't. Right now, my engagement is down pretty heavily. The videos aren't getting as many views as they used to. Okay, so this is, you know, game time. This is where I learn on the field while I'm playing how to, you know, what skills are required and how to make a viral video and all these different things. And when they do succeed again, now I have that feedback. Okay, nice. Like, this is perfect. You know, if I never would have had that, then eventually, let's say I got to 500,000 followers and the video stopped doing well because I stopped posting for a month and I didn't have that skill set built. Well, then I would just be upset. Oh, the algorithm has turned against me. My followers don't care anymore. No, you just had momentum for such a long time that you never were forced to create that skill. It's like being born into a family that has $1 billion or 100 million or 10 million. You know, pension fund babies are actually some of the worst people because they don't face that adversity that builds up the skill set that would allow them to be, or like cause them to be, a good person in the world. And so then, like, the same is true here. You know, if you really want to become better, what are you wishing for? You know, are you wishing for the result, or are you wishing to become better? Because then that would be the result as in the views. Do you want the fame, or do you want to be better? Do you want the skills? Do you want the character to be stronger, or do you want the results of the character being stronger? If you want this external result, then you can probably get it a couple times, but that's not enough to fuel you for a lifetime pursuit. And then as well, you won't be willing to face the challenges that would change the character to produce the results. So then you'll never get there, and you'll always be resentful of this dream, and then you'll put other people down for pursuing their dream. Because it's so easy to be resentful because it's so hard to have a strong character. And so then it's easy to cast blame. Oh, you know, it's just the algorithm. It's just the fact that I had momentum during the series. Now people don't care anymore. No, while I was doing the series, I did something to make people care. And the algorithm doesn't care about me. It cares about the watch time. Because that means that if I've lost their watch time, well, now I've got to build the skill set to get that back, to win it back over. So this is a massive opportunity that I have before me to really strengthen that skill set and become better. And that's exactly what I want. And so I'll pursue it head on. I will seek out these difficult challenges in my life in all areas. And it's no different here. And it starts with that mentality of taking it on like a ferocious lion with a knife. Me, I have a knife and the lion doesn't. Maybe the lion does have a knife, but I still take down the lion. All right, I'm gonna go run my mile and then eat some food, edit the video, fall asleep, do it all over again tomorrow, and learn something, hopefully, from the video I put up. That's all I can ask for. 110,000, 111,000 followers. I would have dreamed of this 3 years ago. Not would have, I did. And here we are. Don't get so caught up in the problems of today that you forget about the progress that you've made. We've made a lot of progress in this past year. Well, let's make 2025 one to never forget. Why not us?